Ben Laube with Ben Laube Homes, brokered by eXp Realty. I'm here with Mr. Scott Wilson, one of our newer rock stars this year who joined our real estate team. Ben Laube Homes, brokered by eXp Realty. How are you doing today, Scott?
Doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah, the ride over here, no problem at all. Nice home. Very chill.
Right. Welcome to my model home. I wish I owned it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So you just celebrated this past week that you got a deal under contract.
Yes.
One of the
first deal. Yeah. Very happy about it. Actually, didn't expect it to go so quickly, so I was going to be struggling for a lot longer. So I'm blessed. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Hopefully it'll go smooth from here on out, and look forward to many more.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that what they say is once you get the first one under your belt, they start coming sooner. So if that happens, great. So.
It definitely gets easier. The first year was always the hardest for me, and then the second year was easier than the first, third year easier than the second, so it should get easier and smoother. But I want to introduce you to the world. Obviously, you're one of the newer team members for Ben Laube Homes.
Right.
So tell everyone, where are you from and what's your background?
Well, originally from upstate New York, then went to college down in South Carolina. So background mostly in sales and business management. Came from basically corporate America, industrial truck sales, and did that for 12, 14 years. And then I want to get to a point where I just affect my own destiny. Being corporate, you're only as good as your last quarter. So with this, I feel like I could reach for the stars or just slow down, whatever I want to do at my own pace. I really like where I can kind of control what happens somewhat.
Yeah. And how long were you in corporate sales before you switched?
14 years.
14 years.
Yeah. Worked for NASCAR before that, and then so that's basically what I've done. I've done sports administration with NASCAR, and then onto corporate America, and then I just wanted to kind of get back to where I affect my own destiny. I'm out talking to people. I'm not always trying to do high pressure sales.
Yeah.
So I really love it. I love really actually helping people out, finding homes, and you meet new people, personalities.
Yeah.
It's cool. So I'm really enjoying it and look forward to a great future.
Well, honestly, in the short time that you've been with us, you've already shown that you are really great at building relationships with other people. Obviously a natural in sales, right? So that's incredibly important. And you've landed your first deal. So it's pretty fast timeline, so that's amazing.
I know. Every time you say you landed a deal, I'm like, oh, please just let it stay landed. I'm one of those people that don't want anything jinxed, because I don't like announcing things after they're done, because I always feel like I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to celebrate this, and the bottom falls out. I've had it happen before in my other career, and I was like, just don't jinx it, just let it happen.
Yeah. So, well, hopefully this one jinxes.
So behind the couch with my fingers crossed as we're talking.
There we go. So you kind of stated it, but let's elaborate a little bit more. What inspired you to move into real estate? There's many careers where you can control your own destiny, but why real estate?
It's fascinating to me just because they don't make any more land. Mm-hmm. So it's just, I think, something that I can be a part of, and it almost affects everybody. Almost everyone I know has something to do. Either they own a home, they rent, they're building something. So just to be part of that is just, I was like, man, I feel like I was missing out not doing it.
Yeah.
And my parents had apartment homes when back home. They rented out to, actually down in Albany. There's a college there, a college town, and they had apartment rentals for the college kids. So that's kind of got my first taste of it. Kind of, they'd buy them, we'd fix them up, and then they'd flip them and sell them and all that stuff. And I was like, that's kind of fun to do. But in my background, and I've tried doing it while I had my other career, and I enjoyed it. It was tough to do what I did and also try to flip a house at the same time.
Yeah.
So, and I felt like I wasn't knowledgeable enough, and I was making poor decisions. So I was like, I got to do this real estate thing. I just see a lot of people enjoying it, building a future, and also it's a great way to get to retirement. You really don't have to retire. You have to be 75 and still go around and show houses, and by then, hopefully, I'll have a client base of people that come back to me. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. South Florida, here I come.
South Florida.
Yeah, the Keys.
Well, you've shared with me before the long-term vision.
Right.
Yeah, tell everyone.
Well, I want to have a bed and breakfast down in the Keys. My brother already has one up in Provincetown, so he got to it before me. So now I'm on the clock. My younger brother got his goal before I got mine. So it's gonna be fun. I want to be down there. Bed and breakfast and selling real estate is what I love for my 50 plus to be. So I got 5 years to get it done.
5 years.
Yeah, I want to be down there when I'm 50.
That's awesome.
And also part of the reason why eXp really looked good because, I mean, I could build a team down there. There's things that EXP offers to me as I get older, maybe slow down real estate, where I can still just basically earn some funds and all that between revenue sharing and stock options they have. So, I mean, they really offer a lot. I mean, it was one of the things that made me join.
Yeah, so, well, you just answered the next question, but
Oh.
you're right in the sense that EXP has the most appropriate structure to build a team.
Right.
Like, I've talked to other team leaders at other brokerages or other agents at other brokerages that they come to me and they say, I want to build a team. And I say, well, let's talk about your current broker. Like, do they allow that? Do they support it? And a lot of other brokerages aren't even supported to let high producing agents even become team members. So that's one reason, obviously, why I've built a team at EXP. But what was like and there's so many reasons that attracted you to EXP, right? What are like the top two where you said, this is the brokerage I want to align with for this part of my career?
I like that they're going away from bricks and mortar.
Okay.
I mean, so at least from what I just said, moving around, I wouldn't have to be at a brokerage.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to be anywhere. And South Florida is a lot of transient, a lot of visitors, a lot of people touring. I mean, so they really don't want to have to go, I would think, go to a bricks and mortar place where you can do a lot of stuff online and you just show them around wherever they're going to buy. I mean, and then everyone working together, I mean, it's the collaborations between the groups. I mean, as I said, I'm new to this, but I mean, I just see it. It's something that I didn't see in corporate America. They talked about it, just didn't do it. Here, they barely talk about it, but it happens a lot. I mean, everyone's collaborating. Everyone tries to help each other, different teams. So, I mean, I really got that sense this is the place to go. I mean, it was just the way it was. And I think with you, I got internally at EXP from another person and was looking at going with different places. And then I came across you, and here's where I landed. But I mean, everyone was supportive. Even the other teams that wanted from EXP wanted to recruit me. When I made the decision to go with you, and they were you're going to be great. Anything you need, help us out. And none of them had hard feelings or anything. So
yeah,
it's great. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Yeah, and that we work within the spirit of collaboration, even among our team, sharing everything with every team member. And I love the diversity among our team, where team members have been able to specialize in niche and certain product knowledge, right? Whether it's certain programs or new construction or investing or so on and so forth. So we almost have team members that have been able to be a resource to everyone else on the team more than myself, right? There's team members who know more about certain facets of real estate than I do, which has been fascinating to learn over the last year. But when it comes to your transactional business, like, what's the goal for 2022 now that we're basically there and we're almost in the middle of last quarter?
My goal is to build a lot more people in my pipeline, get to know people, get my name out there more. I really like to get out in front of people.
Yeah.
I'm one of those ones, even though, I mean, we're all social, we do social media and all that stuff. When I can do meet and greets or get out and tour with people, I love that one-on-one contact, because it just, you can't, when you're talking to someone on the phone or you're going through emails, you can't really get the sense, feel them out. And I mean, so body language is huge. And a lot of times I just feel more comfortable talking to people in person, showing homes, doing things like that. Because you're building a relationship that could be forever.
Absolutely.
So it's just phenomenal.
And you should never burn a bridge.
Never burn a bridge.
Those people don't go away.
No, but
they just don't die. So.
Yeah, but they'll just badmouth you for the rest of their life. So
yes.
Yeah, never burn a bridge.
Yeah,
definitely.
So when you're not in the real estate business, let's get personal for a second.
Okay.
What do you do when you're not, Mr. Realtor?
Not Mr. Realtor. I love going to the beach. I love boats. Anything that I can kind of take my mind off of what I'm doing to make money.
Yeah.
That's really important. I got two great dogs, Lola, and Luna. They're great. I mean, spend a lot of time with them. Also, like aircrafts. Go to a few air shows. Like to tour some. I love old airplanes, older ones like World War II and older.
Yeah.
And a lot of places you can go to some of the old small airports and they got them inside hangars, and some of them are together, some are not. And they'll let you go through and tour them and see them. So I mean, that's kind of neat. And you might catch me at the ports sometimes looking at some of the different tugboats and stuff. Just trying to. I like a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
So I like to do things where the public usually doesn't get to see, and just like to see how things work.
Do you fly?
I'm not. I do fly, but I'm not licensed.
Okay.
So I don't have an aircraft or anything. I mean, that'll definitely not get me down to the Keys if I go purchase an aircraft. So I'll
Baby
have to
steps.
do my money somewhere. Just
Yeah.
very slow, very slow. But yeah, I love it. It gets my mind off of things. I love doing things I don't know much about because I'm so intrigued to learn.
Yeah.
And it takes my mind away from things going on.
I love that. And that's the consistent with our motto at the team is to constantly evolve, right? Inside or outside of real estate, we always want to be focused on learning more so that we can provide better service to our customers and provide a more efficient process or a better experience to everyone. So thank you for like sitting next to me and spending time and introducing yourself to the world. I really appreciate it.
Great.
How can people follow you on social media?
Social media, I have a Facebook page. I've got Twitter page. I've got just about every gamut there is. On Facebook, it's List Property with Scott, our Realtor Scott. List Property with Scott is also Twitter, and I'm sure I'm forgetting one or two, but everything's linked. That's one of the things that with this new industry that I'm getting into, real estate, you do all this stuff yourself. In the past, I had people who would do it for me. So now I feel like I'm a kid again learning all this new stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm getting past the frustration point, but yeah. Anyway, or you can always do the old way, just text me or call. So anyway.
Text Scott or reach out. His information will be below. But thank you, Mr. Scott Wilson, for joining
you.
me. And thank you guys for tuning in.